Yo, what's up guys? We're here in the garage. I'm going to give my review of the 2019 Salomon Assassin. So I'm 6'6", I weigh around 200 pounds, and I have a size 14 foot. So for me, I got the 163 wide. It's 266 through the waist and 313 through the nose and tail. It's a directional twin, and it's got Salomon's rock-out camber. What that means is it's got camber between the feet, and it's got a little rocker at the nose and tail to give you that little lift and a little bit of catch-free action. It's also got the Quadralizer Sidecut, which means that it's got an arc to the end of the board, a more harsh turn right here underneath your foot, another arc through the middle, again, another harsher one through here, and then another mellow arc through the end. So today I'm going to give you guys a couple of pros and cons about this board. So I've had about 10 days of riding on this board. I've put it through its paces. We've ridden some icy conditions, some new snow. We haven't had any powder yet here in Tahoe, but hopefully we'll get some here pretty soon. Ridden it through some moguls, some steeper areas, and also through the park. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the sidewall. Salomon put cork into this one. It really helps dampen that chatter when you're on edge to edge. I've really noticed it in the flatter areas when you're carrying a lot of speed. On your edge, everything feels super soft, really smooth. Shifting from heel to toe edge, that flat area right in the middle, you can notice the nose of the board will just bounce, and you can tell how chattery it actually really is. So let's talk about the flex. Salomon rates this one about a 5, I believe. For me, and in my size, I'd probably rate it about a 3 or a 4. This board might be a 5 between the bindings, but once you get out into the nose and tail, this thing's probably about a 3. The 5 between the bindings is really stable, helps you really lock onto those board slides and stay onto the rails. The really soft flex in the nose helps you get those presses in with added ease. Prior to this board, for the past 6 to 8 years, I was riding a K2 Parkstar, which I believe is almost entirely bamboo. And that board was super hard to press through. Getting onto this one, it took some adjusting to get used to it, but now I love it for pressing through the park. The con to the nose and tail only being a 3 is that when you get out onto the ends, it's not very stable. I've had a couple times landing in some soft snow. Wasn't entirely powder, but just kind of compacted snow, that I could see the nose just flex way too hard and it kind of almost gave out. In lighter powder, I could see where it might help a lot. But when you're landing stuff and you're a little off balance to your nose or tail, you really can't trust this board to save you because the flex is so soft. So let's talk about that Quadralizer Sidecut. I find this to be amazing in the park. It keeps its edge going into rails and boxes perfectly. It almost feels like you're going straight, which means that you can feel really confident when you're actually going to pop onto whatever it is you need to get onto. The con of the Quadralizer Sidecut is that at high speeds, I found that it tends to want to slide rather than carve. It took some getting used to. It's not bad. It just means that this isn't going to be your racing board, or you're not going to be doing too many of those Ryan Napton carves. Another con with this that I found, I'm not sure whether it's just my deck and it's a one-off, but the top sheet on my board is super weak. I've had 10 days on this thing. I've ridden it around. So hitting some side hits, I ran over a tree, and looking down at the nose of my board, there was a pine needle stuck in here. Yeah, and I don't see why a single pine needle should be able to cut through the top sheet. Yeah, so all I can see from this board is that the paint doesn't wrap all the way across the top sheet, leaving a little bit of the wood exposed on the sides. Yeah, and when I changed my binding last night, I found out that the paint underneath my binding had all been scraped off. It appears that there was a clear sheet on top of the wood, and then they painted this matte black on top, but that matte black is just scraping off. I'm not sure if this is intentional. I wouldn't think so. But yeah. So the last thing I'm going to end off with is that the stance is pretty limited on this board. So this board's ridden by Victor Daviette, who's a power rider from everything that I've seen. But knowing that, it seems interesting that this board doesn't really give you the opportunity to put your stance too far back if you want. Yeah, it would have been nice to see a couple more inserts further out. That might be a symptom of the skinny stance snowboarding that's been going on lately. But yeah, so on this 163, it seems like they took the same sizing on their 155 and just barely sized it up. But yeah, so overall, this board I think would be great for a beginner to intermediate rider who's looking to get into the park, not doing too many high-speed runs. Yeah, I'll update this review when we start getting some bigger jumps and some actual powder. But yeah, overall, solid board. So thanks for watching my review of this 2019 Salomon Assassin. Have a good one, guys. Peace.